guys, welcome back to my channel. On today's menu, I have country fried steak with homemade mashed potatoes and white gravy. I have 5 pieces of cube steak, marinating in buttermilk, hot sauce, Cajun seasoning, salt, pepper, and I also have some Idaho potatoes that I'm going to be showing you how I make my mashed potatoes from scratch. And I'm going to be using heavy cream, garlic powder, and the Cajun seasoning, and paprika, and some parsley, and also sour cream, whole milk, and I have some butter and an onion, and I have a green onion as well. So those are my ingredients I'm going to be using in my recipe today. Country fried steak with homemade mashed potatoes and white gravy. So we can go ahead and get started with the protein. Coming over. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start the process with battering the cube steak. So I'm going to mix up my eggs a little bit, just unscramble those.
Nice.
This is gonna be for the batter mix. All right, I think that's good to go. Also, I'm going to season my flour with Cajun seasoning. Garlic pepper, garlic powder. Alright, and some paprika. I have seasoned it already in the marinade, so I don't want to season it too much, but season it enough to where it'll be okay. So I'm going to go ahead and give this a little whisk. Let that sit in there for a second. And then I'm going to take this wax paper. This is going to be the resting spot for the cube steak once I batter it. So make sure I have enough. Yeah, it should be good. All right, so I'm going to start off with the first piece. Shake off extra. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and finish this up, and then we're probably going to start on the potatoes. So I'll be back. Alright, so we're going to go ahead starting by peeling the skin off the potato.
What?
Bear, 3 stripes on a Russian bear. Party people, come with me. Gopnik squad, we don't drink tea. What with me if you my brother? Russian style with party harder. Our music is so loud, Slavic bass that makes me proud. Bass, bass, Dolby bass, три полоски Adidas. 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 I don't care if you can dance. This is hard bass, not just trends. Party people, they all know. Hard bass is the way to go.
Cut them up, rough chop. Rough chop. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and finish these up, and we're going to go ahead and set them in the water, start boiling them, and then we're probably going to go ahead and start preparing the protein. So I'll be back. Okay, so I have the canola oil heating up for the cube steak, but I've already added the potatoes to cold water, so I'm going to bring this up to a boil. Then I'm going to add some salt. I'm going to add too much, so I'm going to cover this up and let this boil for about 10 minutes or until fork tender. Alright, so let's go ahead and give this a try by adding the cube steak in. So once you get everything all nice and settled, the cube steak's gonna be ready to fry up. Alright, so we're gonna fry this up. for about 3 to 5 minutes per side. Flip this over, and then we're gonna work on number 2, and then I'm gonna come back to you once I complete 1 and 2. I'm going to show you how to at least do 2 of the cube steaks to see how it's supposed to be as far as color wise. So I'm gonna go ahead and fry this up and finish the remainder 3 off, and then we're gonna go ahead and start making the gravy. All right, so we are finished with frying the cube steak, and I've sliced up some onions that I'm gonna add into the white gravy mixture. So I have my pan on a medium. Hopefully it's not too hot. Now I'm using the oil from the bottom of the pan. I went ahead and drained everything, cleaned it up, and these pans, my pot sets, it's I think Rachel Ray. So yeah, right here, Rachel Ray. I really love these pans. My first time using their pans, but they're really handy in the kitchen, easy cleanup. I'm falling in love with it. I have other pans, but I don't know if I'm gonna use anything. Turn this down a little bit. I don't know if I'm gonna use anything else after this, so put that in there. Make sure it's not too hot. So I have about 4 tablespoons of oil. So I'm gonna make enough make enough gravy to cover the 5 cube steaks. You can use the droppings if you want to, but I don't like the batter from the pan. I like to use a clean oil. Alright, so it looks like it's ready. Let me put some onions in there. Go ahead and add the onions. Set these to the side. Now I'm going to go ahead and start on the white gravy. So so the gravy has come to a boil. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it down on low and let it simmer. And for about, it's not that thick yet, as you can see, it's not that thick. So I say give it about 10 more minutes on a low simmer. And then we're gonna go ahead and start with the mashed potatoes and come back and check on the gravy. All right, so we have our mashed potatoes in the bowl. I miss my glass bowl. If you've been watching me since day one, you know I have a nice glass bowl that it helps in allowing you to see the mix while mixing, but that is on the ship over from Germany coming to Washington. But I do have this nice little mixing bowl here, and I have the cube steaks. They're ready to go, but we're gonna go ahead and start mashing up the potatoes. So I'm gonna start off Okay, and we are done. We're gonna go over and check on the gravy, and then once the gravy's done, we're gonna put everything together. All right, so it looks like the gravy is on a low simmer. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna turn it up on number 3, and I'm kind of show you exactly how it looks after simmering for a little bit. It's thickening up, but not how we want it. So I'm gonna give you an idea on the spoon. So we're gonna allow this to cook a little bit more, and then we're gonna come back and check on it. All right, so the white gravy is starting to boil again. So I'm gonna show you the thickness of your gravy at this point, and it's been cooking about 15-20 minutes now. But you want to make sure it's on a low simmer, turn it up on 3, then let it come back to a boil, and then put it on a low simmer again, and then that's gonna bring it home. But if you can see, we've been cooking it on low simmer, and then we switched it up to a 3, and then I also added 1 teaspoon of paprika, and then I added some more of the cayenne pepper. If you want a little spicy, you can add more. If you want it less spicy, you can add less. But we're gonna go ahead and let this simmer for about 5 more minutes. But if you look at the thickness on the spoon, so kind of like a before and after look after 5 minutes of cooking down. So let's go ahead and let this cook for 5 minutes and come on back. All right, so we have everything done. The mashed potatoes, and I chopped up some green onion, and we have the gravy. And I want to show you, I went ahead and took it off, but I want to show you the thickness of your gravy. That way it gives you an idea of how thick your gravy should be. See the spoon coated? You want that spoon coated. All right, but I went ahead and cooked for an additional 5 minutes and took it off and let it set. So let's go ahead and start assembling everything together. All right, so let's go ahead and start off with some mashed potatoes first. These are 100% better than boxed potatoes, I can tell you that. Let's go ahead and take out, I've already wasted a little bit of that. Potatoes. I'll give it a little Cajun seasoning. cooked cube steaks here. There you go. You're losing little hairs. Let's put your hair back where it belongs. Okay, and then we're gonna top it off with some gravy and onion. One more, a little bit more onion on there. And then we're gonna top it off with some green onion and paprika. Oh, there we go. Sprinkle some paprika. All right, there you go. There you have it. Country fried chicken, white gravy, and mashed potatoes. Not boxed mashed potatoes, but homemade mashed potatoes. Thank you again for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for your support, and cheers!